Well, I'm going to do an experiment today. I've done an experiment before using Epsom salts, and that is really good. And I use Epsom salts a lot in my resin work. If you want to know how that comes out, then check out the video that I'll link at the end of this one. But today I'm going to use, obviously it's getting frosty outside in the UK, and I've got this easy salt. Now, I've used this before to make druzy molds, but today I'm going to see what it looks like actually in resin as a filler for resin with a tiny bit of translucent colour in it. Don't know how it's going to work out, but I think it may come out all right and look nice. And it's so cheap to buy that it's a lot cheaper than gems. So I'm going to use one of the Let's Resin transparent or translucent colours for this. And I'm going to use the violet today. I'm not going to need much in this, but I am going to mix it in my nice large bowl here, because that way I can put the resin in and then make sure that I've got enough crystals. Now, to make sure that I've got enough crystals, all I'm going to do is fill this up with the crystals. I want to get a lot of those big ones in the top as well. Oh, what was that just went in there? And if you just shake it and rattle it around, all the big ones will come to the top. There we go. So that one, I know now, is going to fill up and have enough crystals in there to fill that mold. And I'm going to use the T-Expert Crystal Clear for this. I know it's a brilliant resin and it works so well with lots of experiments. It's crystal clear, self-leveling, non-flammable, non-flammable, and it resists yellowing, and you've got a 40-minute work time with this. And there's no VOCs. It has a very low odor. I love this resin. I'm very choosy about the resins I use, and as a result, I tend to stick to the resins I know I'm going to get a great result from. So I've measured out in my bowl how much I'm going to need, and now I just need to add 1-to-1 ratio of each one of these. So that's all mixed up now. All I've got to do is put some of this in. Now, I don't want to overpower it, so I'm just going to put a few drops in at a time. I know it's a transparent colour, but sometimes they can go quite dark. And I want to make sure this is fully mixed up before I put my crystals in it. I have no idea if this is going to work out nice or not. I hope it does, and I think it will, but we'll see right at the end. So that is a lovely colour. I think that has come out a lovely colour. That is what I do like about these Let's Resin colours. They do work really well. Look at that and how easy that mix. It always looks a bit darker in the mixing jug than actually it does once you've poured it. So I am going to put a little bit more in to darken that off a bit more. Give that a nice mix in, making sure I get around all the edges so I've got no streaks in it at all. Yeah, that's better. That is just right now. What I'm going to do is just add my crystals in. I'm so excited to be partnering with Skillshare for this video, the largest online learning community for creative people like us. You can learn illustration, design, how to become freelance, productivity, and so much more. And by starting a learning journey on Skillshare, it can take your career or your crafting or your side hustle to the very next level. Skillshare have designed these learning paths for you, and all you need to do is click on that, and these will take you from novice to pro in no time. Their learning paths are hand-picked classes meant to be taken in an order that build on one another, reinforcing lessons. They are available in a range of experience levels from beginners to advanced, and a variety of categories including design, productivity, creative freelancing, tools and software like Procreate and Blender. I'm going to be looking at how to do some animation, and there is a class here, go from idea to finish animation as a beginner, and I can't wait to get on with this class. So much here for you to do. The great thing is you can learn at your own pace. That the first 500 people to use my link that's in the description will get a whole month free trial of Skillshare. Give them a bit of a stir, make sure they're nicely covered, all of them. And now I can fill this mold up with this mix. And you don't have to use a skull mold, it's just that I've got quite a lot of these skull molds because I use them because they're nice and deep and they're ideal for when I'm doing experiments. But I mean, you can use any mold that you want to use. And this salt will settle down in there and leave almost like a clear layer at the base here, and that is what I want. I want it to leave a clear layer. If I didn't, then I would have mixed up less resin and just allowed it to be used almost like a glue. I do want a slight clear layer there, because if it works out how I'm hoping it's going to work out, then I can use it as a lamp. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to burst any bubbles that come up. Now, there will be quite a few bubbles in this because it'll attract quite a few bubbles, but that'll be fine with a long neck lighter, and then leave that overnight to cure up, and then we can have a look at it. I hope it works out well. What do you think? Pause the video now and leave a comment in the bottom to see what you think. See if it's going to work out, look good, or whether it's going to turn and look like poop. This is all lovely and cured now. It didn't take too long to cure. And I'm really excited to see what this comes out like. Oh, wow, that has come out awesome. It didn't take on much of the blue colour, and that's probably because of the colour of the actual salt itself. But that is absolutely awesome. Look at that. That's come out much, much better than I thought it would. I really like the way that the salt has given it. It almost looks like a stone. Let's have a see if it will light up. It might be too dense to light up, but it might light up. So we've got a little lamp there. Yeah, and that's the bottom of it is lighting up, but the light isn't actually penetrating through the rest of it. But that's fine. Let's turn some lights off in here and we'll have a look. I still think that makes quite a nice lamp, even though it's not penetrating all the way through. And this is why I absolutely love experimenting with different things in resin. To me, that is an absolute win-win. Not all of them are win-win, and I show you when they're not, but to me that one definitely is. So let me know in the comments what you think. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you check out this experiment that's coming up next as well. I think it's really a really important one, and I think you're gonna love it. Look forward to seeing you there. Take care, enjoy your resin. Bye.